Welcome everyone to HueFin News. Today is January the 12th, 2018, and this is our daily cryptocurrency market analysis. Appreciate you all tuning in for today. This is kind of like our daily market recap. We're just trying to give you guys an update of what's going on in the market for today, and as well as what we expect to see for tomorrow. Okay, the market is still being traded as I'm doing this video, so the market is likely to change. So we're giving you just a simple snapshot of what the market is telling us at this moment. Okay, so now before I get started, you guys always know that we are not investment advisors and we are not giving you investment advice, but rather we are the interpreters of this financial market. We are the language experts, and we can tell with high precision where the market is likely to go. And if you guys been a tuned subscriber to our channel, you guys have vouched and seen with proof that you are able to tell where price is likely to go with just the price bars and the volume. That's how powerful the understanding of this language really is. Okay, so now let's go ahead and get started. Looking at coin market cap, the market cap for the overall cryptocurrency space is still moving lower, $710.5 billion, as well as the Bitcoin dominance in this space is now at 32.9. So both sides of the cryptocurrency space is moving lower, but overall we can tell for today that the market has recovered somewhat from the double-digit losses that it maintained on yesterday. That does not mean that we're out the woods yet, and we'll talk about that as we go through each of the other cryptocurrencies that we do on a daily basis. Okay, but right now Bitcoin is up almost 1.5%. Ethereum as well is up almost 5%. Ripple is down 3%. Bitcoin Cash, Cardano is having a double-digit gain currently, up 18.68%. And you guys can see as I scroll down, majority of these other altcoins are also having fantastic days, are in recovery mode from the trading from yesterday. Okay, so now let's go ahead and get into the Bitfinex website, and you guys can currently tell that Bitcoin is up 2.44%. Last trade was $13,708. Looking at the daily price chart for Bitcoin, the market did start out the trading day earlier, moved lower throughout the trading day, and one of the things that is pointed out to me is the light volume compared to the last 4 trading days, which is telling us that either the selling has been erased or they're still not interested in higher prices. And another thing I want to point out to you guys is that $14,000 area that Bitcoin tried to break through, but currently is getting some stockpile placed on this daily price bar. So $14,000 is acting as resistance in Bitcoin. So now let's move to the 3-hour bars and see what we have. So looking at Bitcoin on the 3-hour bar, the market is simply trading sideways. That sideways trading action is between 13,400 all the way back up to 14,000. And we do have some outliers to where the market actually broke through and came to 13,200. But what I want to show you guys is that what is occurring right now in Bitcoin is the same thing that occurred back here in the background where I'm circling these price bars. Once this current area gets completed with the stockpile that is being sold around 13,005 to 14,000, then Bitcoin will continue to move higher, especially if this 3-hour bar closes above this completed one. Okay, the volume is awfully light, but if this bar closes above this previous close, then Bitcoin will continue to move higher back up towards $14,000. If not, then it runs the probability of moving lower back to 13,004 and even 13,002. So currently we're just standing by in Bitcoin. We're not giving you an indefinite analysis of where we think is going to go, albeit we are definitely getting more precursors of strength in Bitcoin than we are getting precursors of weakness, especially for the fact that it has bounced $13,400 multiple times. Okay, so even though we're standing by on our analysis for Bitcoin, we definitely see more precursors of strength than weakness. So now we are going to go to Ethereum. So Ethereum is up 8%. Last trade was $1,252.40. Looking at the daily price bars for Ethereum, you guys can tell that early in the trading day, the market did move lower. back down to $1,073.10. But you guys can see the very widespread bar for today for Ethereum, letting us know that interest in price is still there. And I told you guys in our video yesterday that it is not surprising to see the market almost come right back up to where the market moved lower yesterday. I've seen that multiple times in the cryptocurrency space, so that's why we have this particular type of price bar today in Ethereum. The market is still interested in price for Ethereum at this price range around 1250. Okay, but again, just like with Bitcoin, the volume is also lighter compared to the last 4 or 5 trading days. You have to be cognizant of that fact because it means something. So now we're looking at Ethereum, and the market came all the way back up to 1275, and it got hit with stockpile. The market bounced down, and then it found support at 1225. So if this current 3-hour bar closes above this previous close, just like with Bitcoin, then Ethereum is still likely to move higher, and it's going to come back and test that 1275 area again. And if we get precursors of strength around that area, then definitely Ethereum is going to come back up to $1,300. Currently, we are getting precursors of strength in Ethereum. We're not getting a lot of precursors of weakness in this particular market for Ethereum as well. Okay, so our analysis is for Ethereum to continue to move higher. First area is going to be 1275 back up to $1,300 originally. You might go higher than that throughout the trading day on tomorrow. Okay, but definitely we are getting a lot of precursors of strength in Ethereum. The market may actually come back up to 1280, and then we'll get more precursors of strength around that price, and then Ethereum will move higher from there. But we don't see any precursors of weakness in Ethereum at this time, so our analysis for them is to move higher. So now let's go to Bitcoin Cash. So Bitcoin Cash is up 3.63%. Last trade was $2,560.60. So the market for Bitcoin Cash is back into the traded range, that support and resistance area we've been talking about over the last couple of days. 2200 back up to 2800. The market is not breaking out of that range, so just have to wait a little longer before Bitcoin Cash breaks out of that $2,800 and finally comes back up to 32. The market for Bitcoin Cash again is light, just like with Ethereum and Bitcoin, but at least we can see the market for Bitcoin Cash recovering from what occurred on the market yesterday. Okay, so we did get some precursors of weakness on this last completed 3-hour bar, but we can still tell that the market is trying to maintain price above 2520. If it can do that, then expect Bitcoin Cash to at least come back up to $2,600 or even 2640. Okay, but overall we're not necessarily seeing a lot of precursors of strength weakness as Bitcoin is trading within that 2200 and 2800 range. Okay, so we're standing by in our analysis for Bitcoin Cash as well. We would just like to see the market finally break out of this particular trading range, and the market is simply trading sideways. So we're still expecting though Bitcoin Cash. Let me look at the 1-hour bar real quick. So this is the 1-hour bar for Bitcoin Cash, and we are getting strength in Bitcoin. So we're at least expecting Bitcoin to come back up to $2,600, but that's where we got that stockpile. So that's where the resistance is in Bitcoin Cash. So that means we're going to get, or we need to have, precursors of strength to show up around that $2,600. If so, then the market is running up to 2640 is that next area that we're eyeing Bitcoin Cash to go to. Okay, but like I told you earlier, we're just standing by, but we are getting more precursors of strength in Bitcoin Cash at this moment. So now let's go to Ripple. So Ripple is down 0.86%. Last trade was $1.98. Daily price bar for Ripple. Again, we're having a volatile day in Ripple, just like what occurred yesterday. The market moved higher, moved lower. So simply, Ripple is trying to iron out who's going to be in control, the buyers or the sellers. So currently we are getting stockpile and Ripple around $2.10 all the way back down to $2. Okay, and over the last couple of 3-hour bars, the market has been inundated with a lot of stockpile, and that's why the market continues to trade sideways. Again, if Ripple can stay above $1.90 amidst all of this stockpile, then it is very likely that it's going to continue to move higher. But if it breaks $1.90, then expect it to come back down to $1.80 or even $1.70. So right now, stand by. Even though we are leaning more towards Ripple moving higher, our analysis for them is stand by. Okay, we are definitely seeing the ability for Ripple to move higher, but currently, if this next 3-hour bar closes above this previous one, then we would definitely say that Ripple will be moving higher, but it is not completed yet. So we're just standing by in Ripple. But I think from what I am telling you, you can kind of see where I think Ripple is going to be going. So now let's go to Litecoin. So Litecoin is up 3.45% last trade, $235.51. Daily price bar for Litecoin, you guys can tell that it is getting some resistance around 240. Volume is also light, so it seems like the volume is light across the board for all of the cryptos. So you need to pay attention to that to see what is actually occurring to make the volume be so light today. But nevertheless, the market for Litecoin is currently closing above the close from yesterday, which is an indication of the market recovering from the sell-off that occurred yesterday. And just like with Bitcoin, the market is trading sideways. So 225 all the way up to $240. I told you guys yesterday that 220 is support, 225 as well. If Litecoin can stay above 225, $220, then we're expecting them to move higher, especially if this current 3-hour bar closes above this previous close. Expect Litecoin to continue to move higher, and $240 is resistance, so expect it to at least come back there and touch, you know, around that area. It might be like $237 Litecoin may actually come to. But definitely, if this particular bar closes above, we're expecting it to move higher in Litecoin. And I zoom out, the market may actually come back up to and around $250, okay, overall, as a quick move higher. But if we continue to get precursors of strength, the market would definitely move higher than that, okay. But overall, what we're saying is that we're looking for Litecoin to continue to move higher. So now let's go to Dash. So Dash is up 4.72%. Last trade was $1,047.30. Looking at the daily price bar for Dash, you guys can tell that we are getting precursors of strength in this particular cryptocurrency as well. Volume is also lighter, but nevertheless the bar is currently closed above the close from yesterday. So now let's look at the 3-hour bar for Dash. The market for Dash is simply trading sideways. We're definitely getting precursors of strength in it, but we're just getting sideways trading action. 1020 has been acting as support in the background. Resistance is around 1060, but as long as the market continue to trade sideways, Dash is going to continue to move higher. But that resistance area is 1060. So we will need to see precursors of strength around 1060. If we do not get that, Dash will be moving lower. So this is the 1-hour bar that we have for Dash. The market is simply trading sideways. So our analysis for Dash is stand by. We can definitely see on the 3-hour bar though for Dash that it is trying to give us more clues as we're reading these charts that it wants to move higher, okay. But currently the market is simply trading sideways at the time. So our analysis currently is for them to trade, for us to stand by and from there we're expecting them to move higher. If this particular 3-hour bar closes above this previous one, it might not go that high, it might just go to 1060. So let's go to NEO now. So NEO is up 13.36%. Last trade was $123.99. Daily price bar for NEO is this is a static. This is a very strong cryptocurrency in NEO. The market continues to show us precursors of strength. Even with the light volume for today, the market has a very wide push up bar, push to go up bar, and we're still getting precursors of strength in NEO at this time, especially on this 3-hour bar. That support area was around $118. Resistance is around 125. So NEO might come back up to 125 and move lower. But if this particular current 3-hour bar closes at the high, then expect NEO to continue to move higher. Okay, but that resistance is 125. If we get precursors of strength around 125, then expect NEO to continue to move higher. But overall, especially on the daily price bar, we're looking for NEO to continue to move higher. So now we are going to go ahead and go to IOTA. IOTA is up 11.21%. Last trade was $3.67. Looking at the daily price bar for IOTA, just like what we're seeing in the majority of these cryptos, is just trading sideways on the daily price bar, which is a fantastic thing to see, as long as IOTA stays between $3 or $3.50 and moves higher from there. As long as it doesn't break those two price areas, then we're looking pretty good for IOTA to continue to move higher in price. And even on these particular daily price bars, especially if this current daily price bar closes at the high, then IOTA will be moving higher. Okay, but we still have a couple more hours before today's trading day is completed on this chart. But even on the 3-hour bars, we're getting more precursors of strength in IOTA, so we're expecting them to move higher. And this might actually be the high, $3.70, because that has been resistance in the background for IOTA. So it might actually bounce and close lower than that on this 3-hour bar. But if we continue to get precursors of strength around $3.70, then IOTA would definitely be moving higher, back up towards $3.80. So as I'm looking at this chart, definitely I'm seeing that IOTA is going to be moving higher. Okay, that's as I'm looking at this snapshot now. It can change throughout the rest or the remainder of today's trading day. Okay, so now we are going to go to ADA. We're going to go ahead and go to Cardano and see what is happening for this particular cryptocurrency as well. So now this is ADA. Look how wide today's price spread bar is for ADA. That resistance area that I told you guys on the video yesterday was 80 cents. And even on the daily price bar, you guys can see that the market has broken through that area of resistance. Now the next area of resistance is 90 cents. Okay, so you guys had to be very cognizant of that fact. The market may come back up to 90 cents and start trading sideways between 80 and 90 again. But definitely on the 3-hour bars, we are getting more precursors of strength than weakness. So our analysis for Cardano is for them to continue to move higher. Now it might not go that high, it might just go to 90 cents. But if we maintain this particular uptrend that we are currently forming in Cardano, then definitely Cardano will be breaking 90 cents and moving higher than that. So our analysis is definitely for Cardano is for them to continue to move higher. Okay, so that is just a snapshot of what's going on in the cryptocurrency space. As I told you guys earlier in the video, the market is not completed. We're just giving you what we're seeing right now in the market for the next couple of hours, as well as tomorrow. If anything changed, make sure you guys subscribe to us at HueFin News _news at Twitter. We do be placing some tweets there to let you guys know what we're seeing in the market. Just in case it abruptly changes, we send out the information that way because it's a lot quicker for us to express what is occurring on these charts. Okay, but that's all we have for today, guys. Stay profitable. I will talk to you all later. Have a good one.